Hello, brave and savvy business owners. Hope everyone's doing well today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Antonella Smith from Clear and Concise Marketing, and what I do is I work with small business owners to really help them get over their business pain so they can be successful. I consider myself a small business champion. Why? Because I'm a business owner, a small business owner as well. And I've been in corporate America for many years before launching out and doing my own practice, my own business. And the reason why I'm in this space is because I recognize that small business owners are very resilient. They're great at what they do. But one area that they may have a challenge in is in marketing. And that's my expertise, and that's the area that I delve into to really align myself with business owners who are great at what they do, but really need to market it well. And today I want to take the time to really talk about 5 things that you should be doing right now to fine tune your marketing so that you can ensure your business success. Um, I also have coaching sessions. So after I tell you about the 5 things that you need to do and you feel that you need more information and you want to be a part of a group session, you can visit my website at clearconcisemarketing.com or on my Facebook page here or on Twitter, See Concise Marketing, as well as LinkedIn or Instagram, okay? So what I do is I also have these group sessions where small business owners come together. They have their questions, their challenges. I guide them and provide solutions to help them grow. In some cases, group sessions don't work for some people. So if you want to do an individual session, that's available as well. Everything is located on my website at clearconcisemarketing.com. Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's just dive right into it, okay? What are the things that you should be doing now? So we just about finished, but actually not just about, we finished the first month of 2020. And the first month for a lot of people is very challenging in that you're probably house cleaning, getting stuff together. You're probably overwhelmed as far as what's the next move. And but you got through it. And here we are. And now it's time to move forward and really develop your business, so that you can be successful. And you may need to know what's the next step. What is it that you should be doing next, right? Well, one of the first things that you should be doing to fine tune your marketing is really conducting a marketing audit. What is that? Well, that's taking a look at what you've done before in 2019 and seeing where you can really improve and really learn from your mistakes and learn from your successes, how you can develop that even more before you move forward. A lot of the times, business owners really don't take the time to reflect on what they've done. You kind of get in it new year and you keep doing more of the same things, or you don't do anything because you are fearful of making the wrong move as it relates to marketing, right? And so you get stuck. And then you get stuck for a few months, and before you know it, summer's here, and before you know it's almost the end of the year again, and you're like, well, I didn't accomplish my goal because I maybe fear, maybe lack of resources, so many things. But there are things that you should do to really stop that and to ensure that you don't get into that rut. And the first thing that you should be doing is conducting an audit. So take a look at what you've done last year. Take your time to map out, look at the things that you've done. If you haven't measured them, now is the time for you to sit and reflect on the things that you've done and try to recall what you've done. If you've done social media marketing, for example, how has that been for you? Did it grow your business? Yes, you have a lot more followers, but did that convert into sales for you? Those things are the things that you have to look at before you start developing campaigns, right? And you want to make sure, you want to take a look at what we call SWOT analysis, which is look at your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and your the threats to your business, right? You have to look at those 4 categories to really see what you're strong in, what you're weak in, and your weakness, your competition can help you with that, really, to figure out what your weaknesses are. If you should be taking a look at your competition to see what they're doing, what they're doing well, what they're doing better than you, so that you can find out how you're underserving your clientele and work on that, right? As well as opportunities. There are things that you, your industry, whatever your industry is, may not be serving, and you see that opportunity, and now it's time for you to own that opportunity. But you just don't want to say, oh, this is the opportunity. People are not really taking advantage of this, so I'm just going to jump in. You really want to map it out. You really want to take a look at the opportunity and do your research to ensure your success, okay? Because guarantee you, if you have an idea, someone else does too, and they may even take your idea and take it to the next level if you don't do the work, all right? So you want to do that audit, and you want to make sure before you move forward with your marketing plan that you take a look at what worked, what didn't work, and really fine tune, get a closer look at those things and really document those things is what I really wanted to say. Document those things so that you can now move forward to the next stage, right? So once you take a look at that and you know what they are, you know what you did, and you know the results of them, generally speaking, you've documented them, you've recalled them, you want to start developing your marketing plan, right? So in this season, you really want to start developing your marketing plan. A lot of business owners, to them, that's I don't know what to do. Everything that I'm mentioning today, by the way, are things that you can align yourself with an expert. I'm a strategist. I'm a marketing strategist, as well as a digital marketing strategist, as well as a marketing coach. So that's what I do. You want to align yourself with someone that knows the ins and out, right? And in some cases, you may not need someone to kind of do everything for you, but someone to help you get started so that you can execute your plans well, okay? And there's nothing wrong with you really acquiring that knowledge and finding those people that can help you in that regards. Because the next step is that you really need to develop that marketing plan. What is it that you want to accomplish this year? What is it that you want? And we're talking about short-term plan. Everything we're talking about today is really short-term. However, your business, you should have a long-term plan that you're looking at 5 years from now, 10 years from now, however long you wish to be in your industry. But for the purpose of our conversation, we're talking about a plan that's 6 to 12 months. And within that plan, we need to map out, what are your goals? How much money do you want to make? How much do you want to impact the industry? What's the products that you want to expand to your clientele? How do you want to connect with them more? How do you want to help them more? Which is ultimately what you should be doing, is helping your customers. And after you've developed that marketing plan, the next important step that's really important is creating a budget. Now, the first step is we look back at what we've done. We look forward to say, these are the things that we want to do to really accomplish our goals. And now we have to put dollars to those plans, okay? Marketing is an investment. And I'll say it again, marketing is an investment. A lot of small business owners see marketing as an expense, and it's not an expense. It is an investment, and however, it's an investment that you should be mindful of and not take lightly, right? Because it's your hard-earned money, and you want to make sure that whatever you invest in, it's going to give you a rate of return that is acceptable to what you want to do, right? So you have to sit down and make that plan. Now is not the time to throw stuff against the wall and to see what sticks, right? You can't just say, well, I'm just going to put X dollars here or whatever. It has to map out. It has to align with your sales result from last year, and a portion of that to really allocate towards growing your business even further. And all of that takes time and really focus for you to really effectively do it. So there's a formula in there that you can utilize, and you should be utilizing to help you determine how much dollars you should be using based on your sales results of the previous year. Now, once you've developed a budget, one of the things I want to call this 3.2 or 3.1, right? Uh, if you have a staff, a lot of people are business owners, you may or may not have a staff, but if you have a staff, you want to align your staff with your goals. A lot of the times when we start the new year, I find that business owners, they really don't get their staff involved in this vision and this goal, and they're very critical to your success. I know you know that, but do you really know that? So what do I mean? Once you've decided, once you've analyzed your business, once you've developed your plan, once you've allocated the dollars that you need to accomplish your goal, you need to share this information with your staff to make sure that they're on board, right? You have to make sure you're aligned with the right employees. Sometimes you make a hire and that person is not the right fit for your company. Now is the time to really take a look at that and to take the necessary steps to really coach that employee so that they're in line with your goals ultimately, and make the corrections that are needed, because this will impact you in the future. One of the big mistakes that business owners make is that they hire a staff, they market their business, they develop their business, and they know they have a problem with their team. However, they're looking at it like, I have to keep going, so let me just keep going and I'll figure that out later. And it ultimately affects your service levels, it affects your business, and it affects your bottom line. So as you're developing your budget, as you're developing your plan, I want to interject that now is the time to take a look at your staff and look at the things that needs to be developed and correct them at this stage and incorporate them, and make sure that your staff is just as on board with your plan as you are, because it's very critical. They're impacting your customers. They're the frontline face many times to your customers. So you want to ensure that they are on board, right? And if there are any issues, now is the time to really sit down and map those out, right? I've worked with companies as well to really work on that area, because though you may say that's not marketing, it's a part of marketing from the standpoint of anything that impacts your bottom line, anything that impacts you serving your customer is really a part of marketing and really elements that you have to work on so that you can accomplish your ultimate goal of growing and being successful. So once again, just to interject in regards to your staff, if you find that there are situations with them that, the other point that I really wanted to make is delegating. A lot of the times, small business owners in particular, you really take on most of the task and you really don't get your staff involved in things that will free you up so that you can do what you do best. This is the time as well to really analyze and look at the strengths of your staff and really align those staff members, utilizing their strengths so that you can really maximize your impact, right? So there are a lot of reflection, there are a lot of development that you have to do it right here, right now. And this is ultimately going to help your business, right? So delegate. Don't do everything yourself. Of course, you have to delegate to the staff that is capable, that can, make you feel assured that your business is in good hand. And that goes back to what we talked about a few minutes ago about making an assessment of your staff to make sure that they're on board with your business, your goals, and what you're doing. Because if they're not, that's when you take a step back and you really correct that before you start delegating your tasks to them so that they can be very helpful to you. Now we're up to the fourth one. So what's the fourth one? So after you've set your budget, you've allocated your dollars, you need to start looking at your service levels, right? Because without your customers, you're nothing. Take a look at what you've done last year. Take a look at the impact that you made with your clients, your customers last year, and really connect with them on a deeper level in this time to find out, how can I better serve you? because it's in this that you will really develop your service levels as well as products and services for the future, increase your business, increase your sales. You can do this several ways. The purpose of this live is just to talk about the things that you should be focusing on. All of these have steps within each that you have to take, but you really need to ensure that your customers are happy, that they're not indifferent, that they just don't, you know what, it's okay for now. You know, if you're a salon, you don't want to, well, this salon is good, but if another one opens up closer to my home, I'm gone. That's someone that's indifferent. That's someone that's not sold on the product and services that you're providing. You want to know that, and you want to know it, though it may be painful at times, you want to know that so that you can correct it and have your customers really stay with you for the long haul, as well as share this, you know, really be a testimonial to someone else and let them know about the business so that they can send the referrals your way, right? So you really want to take the time to conduct surveys, have conversations with your customers, find out how you're doing, and not just surface conversation, you're doing good. You want to formulate questions that are specific to really impacting your bottom line. And once you uncover some of the things that they're sharing and you see their opportunities for you to develop them, you want to start working on that with your team, with your staff, and you want to correct that. And you also, once you correct it, you want to go back to your customers and, you know, reassure them that things are getting better, right? In addition to really going out there and relaunching and making a bigger impact. But that's a critical stage because it's all about the customers, your clients. If they are not wowed by you, then that's something that you really need to take care of immediately. And in this season, before you move forward, as you go into February and the rest of the year, get a sense of how are they perceiving your business, okay? And the fifth thing that you want to do is to continually evolve. What do I mean? Evolving your business, yourself, your staff. You really constantly want to develop. I mentioned at the top of our talk that I conduct coaching sessions, group sessions as well as individual sessions. And the purpose of that is to help business owners to really understand what they need to do to overcome their business pain so that they can grow, right? To give you strategies, to give you focus, to give you direction, to give you clarity, to give you accountability. All of those things are needed. And at this stage in the game, you really should be evolving. You really should focus on making sure that you're not doing the same things that you did last year, because that's the definition of insanity, right? So you want to make sure that anything that you're falling short in, especially in your industry, every industry is changing, and whatever information is out there about your industry, you want to educate yourself on that so that you're staying abreast and you're staying competitive and you are developing your edge so that you can stay in your business. So you really want to take a look at your staff, ensuring that they are developing and growing and excelling and taking your business to the next level and wowing your customers, right? Your locations, you want to take a look at, you know, if you're a spa, for example, and your spa is outdated, you have to take a look at that because it might have been a nice location 5-10 years ago, but you haven't updated it and therefore you're falling behind. You want to take a closer look at those things to help you move to the next level so that you're not remaining the same, so that you can absolutely grow, right? So those are 5 things that I want you to really focus on. Each of those items require you sitting down and really mapping out exactly where you go from here. But you want to start doing this at this stage because you don't want to get to a few months from now and wondering, okay, now I want to start a campaign. Before you start a campaign, before you start doing your social media, before you start doing your direct mail campaign or your Facebook ads or anything, you have to set this groundwork. It's a little bit of work, but it's necessary work to ensure your success. And marketing is not a straight line. So even when you map this out and you do your plan and you do your budgeting and you align your team and you are getting the coaching that you need, the thing that you have to do is really look back at everything and see what's working and what's not and adjust. Sometimes things change in the marketplace and you have to figure out what those changes are, how it impacts your business, and make those adjustments almost instantly. That's the type of industry and world that we live in now, is that you have to make those changes very quickly so you stay abreast. One of the things, even though this is not a social media session, is one of the things that I want to encourage business owners to do is not to, a lot of your business are built on social media. However, social media should not be the only focus of your business. That's pretty dangerous. Think about, if even going live today, if Facebook was down and I wanted to share information that was just timely and needed to be sent out today, and they're down, and that was my only source to connect with my customers, that would be a problem. So I want you to think about that as you map everything out, your marketing plan and everything out, and you incorporate social media in your strategy, digital marketing in your strategy. Be careful that you are not building your business on someone else's platform. Okay, let's call it a bonus tip for you as you get ready to have the most successful year in your business. Once again, I just want to thank you for this time and this opportunity. If you're interested and you need more information as far as how to develop your business, subscribe to Facebook so you're aware when I'm doing sessions or live sessions or webinars or whatever it is. I do a lot of online services to small business owners that you will be abreast. Subscribe to my e-newsletters on my website, clearconcisemarketing.com. Follow me on any page that you are comfortable or is your favorite page: Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or even YouTube somewhat. And my goal is to help you to get to where you need to go. And if you're interested in signing up for any of the coaching sessions that we have, once again, just visit my website for the details. There are sessions that are available throughout the month of February. And if I can help you in any way, if you have any questions about this live session today, inbox me, send me a message, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you for your time and all the best. Stay brave, savvy, and let's go, let's grow. Thank you.